Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be sharing my Sephora sale wish list with you. The video is mainly about what I'm wanting or thinking about buying during the sale, but at the end I will give a few recommendations. But I did just do a video kind of talking about products I would rebuy if I had to start over, start a new makeup collection, and most of the things I mentioned in that video are my recommendations, so I will link that above for you and in the description box, but I will kind of go over a few recommendations quickly towards the end of the video. If you are new here, my name is Blair. I do all kinds of beauty and makeup content here on YouTube every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I hope you'll subscribe, and let's go ahead and get into it. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, so let's get started. All right, I scooted myself over in the frame so I have room when I'm editing to insert pictures. As I'm going along, I'll just pop a picture up of all of the things on my wish list. We're gonna start with hair. I don't always buy a ton of hair products during the Sephora sale. Actually, I normally don't, typically because I don't really need it, but this time around I do actually need shampoo and conditioner. I'm almost out of the two that I've been using, and every year I say I'm gonna buy this particular shampoo and conditioner and I don't do it. This time I actually am gonna buy it because I feel like I have an excuse. I need some, and it's the Oribe Gold Lust line. It's the shampoo and the conditioner, and then I think they make a hair mask as well. I kind of want the hair mask too, but I don't know. I'll probably just end up getting the shampoo and conditioner. I've used Oribe products in the past, and I've used the Gold Lust line. I had some little mini sizes of that a year or two ago, and I loved it. And I love the smell of Oribe products. It's just like a treat when I get to use something from them, because the smell to me is just incredible. It has the most clean, luxurious smell. I love it so much. So I am going to be ordering definitely the shampoo and the conditioner. I don't think you can get those in store, so I will be ordering those. Possibly the hair mask. If you've tried any products from Oribe that you love, let me know in the comments. I've definitely been to hair salons in the past that have used Oribe products, and I've always loved them for the smell, and they're just great on my hair. So I do want to pick those up. Ooh, one thing I did want to mention, I saw it on the website. There was an Oribe Gold Lust hair set. I'll put the picture up on the screen, and I think when I looked, it was a better deal to buy the set, but you got, I think it was 2 full-size shampoo and conditioner, and then you got a mini of another product. I can't remember. I'll put it up on the screen, but I actually may end up getting the kit instead, since it's a little bit less expensive that way, and I get a free mini as well. And then the only other hair product that is on my list is the Olaplex number 3. I use that once a week. I think I mentioned this a few videos back, but basically I wash my hair about once a week, and I kind of have a set routine that I do every time. So usually the morning that I know I'm going to wash my hair that day, I will get in the shower in the morning, get my hair damp, and kind of let it towel dry a bit. I'll take it out, and then I will put Olaplex number 3 in. I mean, like, saturate my whole head in it. And then I either put my hair up in a clip, or I'll do like a low bun, and I let it sit all day long and kind of marinate. And then at night, I'm typically a night shower person. I'll wash my hair and wash it out, and then obviously wash, shampoo and condition my hair like normal. But I've been doing that for, I would say, like 6 to 8 weeks now, and I have really noticed a difference in my hair. I feel like my hair just looks the healthiest it's looked in a long time, and I think it's mainly from that, and I went back dark obviously with my hair. It's just very close to my natural hair color, so I don't know. I feel like that combination has been really good for my hair. So I'm thinking about picking up a replacement of the number 3 because I'm almost out. Okay, I have a few skincare things on my wish list. I typically, again, don't go crazy on skincare during the sale. I don't buy a ton of skin stuff from Sephora, but I do have a few things that have definitely caught my eye. The first one is the Rin Ultra Calming Mask, I think, or maybe the Evercalm Ultra Comforting Mask, I think is the name. And this I have actually tried before. I got a sample a few months ago from like my Beauty Insider points, and I loved that mask. I used it up really quickly. It was just like a really tiny little sample size, but I love it. I have very sensitive skin, and I've been trying to do the whole skin cycling thing that's kind of going around. And on the nights where I'm not using any actives or retinol or anything like that, I love to really coat my face in a hydrating mask like that. And it just has a lot of calming ingredients in it that I really enjoy. So I'm thinking about picking up the full size of that. I haven't tried much from Rin, but I have tried that mask and I really liked it. The other thing that's on the wish list that is skincare, hopefully you guys can talk me out of this one because I feel like I definitely can skip this. I don't even know why it's piqued my interest, but the Glow Recipe Watermelon Dewdrops, do I need those? If you've tried them, please let me know in the comments. I do not need any more glowy, priming type products. I have the e.l.f. Halo Glow, I have the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, I have the Say Glowy Super Gel. I really don't need any more, but I just see these constantly and I'm just curious what all the fuss is about. So if you have tried them, let me know. I also don't know if my skin will like it because they're watermelon scented. I don't know, maybe it's not a strong smell. I'm not sure. I really need to pay more close attention to the tester when I'm in the store. But yeah, that's been on my list for a little while and I wrote it down. So let me know if you've tried that. Okay, the last skincare item, I probably will not end up buying this, but again, I tried a sample of it and I really liked it, but I don't know if I'll buy it. It's the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. I got the mini Dewy Skin Cream in the birthday set from this year from Sephora, and I really like it. I go back and forth with Tatcha. It's just so expensive, but that moisturizer, particularly for under makeup, it just really gives your skin the prettiest glow, like you've just had a facial or something, and it just does really well under sunscreen and makeup. I just love it every time I use it, and I used up my little sample already, so I'm kind of debating getting that, but I don't know. I probably won't. Okay, let's move on to my favorite part, which is the makeup. I have 2 primers that are kind of on my wish list, and I'm definitely not going to get both. I'm going to force myself to pick one or the other. So if you tried these, let me know. But the first one is pretty new. It's called the Iconic London Underglow Blurring Primer. Have you guys seen this? I think it's a pretty new product, but everyone that I've seen use it seems to love it. And it's kind of interesting to me that it says it's a glowy primer, but it's also a blurring primer. Typically glowy and blurring don't really go together, but this one has gotten really good reviews and I'm kind of curious. I haven't tried a ton of stuff from Iconic London. I remember a few years ago I had their original liquid illuminator and I loved that. It's really pretty, really intense highlighter, but other than that I have not tried much from that brand, but I'm very interested in that primer. But I'm also interested in the Caliray primer that has also gotten good reviews. If you see me looking down, it's because I have my notes right here, but it's the Caliray Blurring Collagen Peptide Primer. It's in that really pretty turquoisey blue packaging. Haven't tried anything from Caliray, and I'm very curious about this primer. So if you've tried either of them, let me know. The Caliray one I think is definitely more strictly a blurring type primer, whereas the Iconic London does have that luminous claim to it. So I don't know. I was first leaning towards the Caliray one, but now I'm kind of thinking I want to try the Iconic London one. Let me know if you've tried either of those. Okay, I have two foundations that I'm thinking about, and one of them I get asked about so much now, and it's the Haus Labs foundation. I'm sure you've seen it all over the place. It has literally blown up all over everything. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, everything. And when it came out, I was just not drawn to it. I don't really know why. Not for a particular reason other than, I don't know if it's because I'm not like the biggest Lady Gaga fan. I don't dislike her. It's just she's not someone I'm typically really drawn to. So I don't know if it's that or what, but the more I hear about it, the more I really want to try it. I was looking at it online the other day, and the ingredients in it are actually very good, which makes me even more curious. Like, it has arnica, which is supposed to be good for soothing the skin, supposed to be good for redness. It has licorice root extract, which I know my skin likes that. Anything with that ingredient, my skin always loves it. It has glycerin, squalane, hyaluronic acid. It had a bunch of really good skin ingredients in it. And I just keep seeing so many things about it. It's making me really want to try it. I think a lot of you really want me to try it, so let me know if you really want me to. I will try it. I'm getting more and more curious. So that one is on my list. And the other one is the Beauty Blender Bounce Foundation. Now, they just recently redid this foundation. It used to come in that kind of square packaging. It was an interesting concept. It was like squared, you pressed a little button, and the idea was you took your beauty blender and like dipped it in there. And then they ended up discontinuing that, I think. I don't think a lot of people loved that packaging, but I owned that foundation and I really liked it then. So I kind of want to try the new version. The new one is just in a squeezy tube bottle. I've seen not too many people talking about it, but I mainly want to try it because I know I liked the first version. So those are the two that are on my mind. I think I'm leaning more towards the Haus Labs one, but I don't know. If you have a preference, let me know. Okay, I have two concealers that I'm thinking about. The first one is the new one from Milk, the Future Fluid All Over Medium Coverage Concealer. It's interesting. I wrote down medium coverage, but I've been seeing a lot of people describe it as more of a full coverage, almost like a product you could use all over your face as a foundation. Y'all know how I am about concealer. I love concealer just like I love correctors, and I'm always curious when new ones come out. I have tried the Milk Flex concealer. I think that's been discontinued now. I tried that a long time ago. It was okay. Not my favorite, but it wasn't bad. So I'm kind of interested in the Milk one, but I don't know. And then the other one is from the brand Kulfi. Have you guys seen the Kulfi concealer? It's a new brand to Sephora, and it's called the Main Match Crease Proof Longwear Concealer. But I've seen a lot of people I follow on Instagram and TikTok talking about how that's like the new it concealer, that it'll be the next one to go viral. I don't know if that's true or not, but it's supposed to be really lightweight, long wearing, not creasy or anything like that. And I'm just kind of curious about that brand. So let me know if you have a preference of the two that you'd like to see. Let me know. But yeah, I'm very curious about that one as well. One thing I definitely plan to purchase during the sale is the Milk Hydro Grip Setting Spray. I have mentioned in a few videos, I got a mini of that a while ago and I'm almost out. It's right here. But I absolutely love that spray. I love it as primer and a setting spray, and I really feel like it makes a difference in how my makeup wears throughout the day when I use that. So I hope to buy the full size. I know the full size has been out of stock for a while online, so I may have to buy that in store, but I definitely plan to buy that. And okay, something else that is really gotten my attention, and I always say I'm not gonna buy these, but this one this year just really is screaming at me, and it's the Hourglass face palette. So they come out with these every year. Typically they have one, sometimes two of them. This year they have three, and they have that beautiful packaging with the animals on it. One of them has an elephant, one of them has tigers, and then one of them has butterflies. So there's one for fair, medium, and then deeper skin tones, which I am very happy to see from Hourglass finally. The elephant one, the packaging I love, and all 6 of those powders in there I feel like I would use. I think it has Dim Light, which is my favorite of their ambient powders. It's the one that's not super yellow, it's more neutral toned. Then there's 2 blushes that I think are exclusive to the palette. They're not like their normal shades, I'm pretty sure. There's a bronzer, and then I think there's either 2 highlighters, or maybe there's only 1 highlighter and 2 finishing powders. I can't remember, but that one is just really speaking to me, but I just don't know. I know I don't use my face palettes like I should, but there's something about them that just draws me to them. I don't know why, but every time I see one, especially those Hourglass ones, they get me every time. So that one's on my list, but I don't know. We'll see. Okay, I don't have too many things on my wish list for eyes this time. I haven't seen too many eyeshadow things that I've been really interested in, but there is one thing that I know I want, and it's the Dior BACKSTAGE Khaki Neutrals palette. Have you guys seen that one? It's one of the little 9-pan palettes with the primer in the corner, but it's green tones, like warm khaki, emerald greens with some neutrals in there. Oh my gosh, that I have to have it. Have to have it. So that one's not a wish, it's a like need. I cannot wait to try that. So that is on my list. And then the only other thing that's kind of, I don't want to say intriguing me because this is not a new product, but I kind of want to get the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize in Amber Gold. So I have a few of them. I have Champagne, which is a champagne. I have Oyster Pearl, which is a little more cool toned, and then I have the new one that's Exagger Eyes, that is a little warmer than Oyster Pearl, but I kind of want Amber Gold. It's that true warm, pretty golden gold color. I don't know. I don't know if I would use it enough to warrant buying it. Those things are expensive. They're like $32, $34, somewhere around there. I don't know why. That one is just kind of in the back of my head for some reason. But other than that, there's not too many other eyeshadow things. Oh, there is one other thing that is kind of on my list, and they're the Kaja, the little Bento stacks, the eyeshadow stacks. Do you know what I'm talking about? Kind of want one of those. I just love the idea. There's tons of different color stories that they come in. I really want to try those. I'm hoping the Sephora will have some of them in store so I can see them and swatch them. I really like to see products in store. I'm kind of weird like that. I will order if I have to, but I'm definitely more of an in-store shopper. I just really like to see things physically and swatch them, and I don't know. I just like to see things if I can. So I am kind of eyeing those as well. Also have a few lip products that I'm kind of eyeing. The first one is the Rare Beauty Kind Words lip liners and lipsticks. So I know everyone kind of went crazy for those when they came out. I've thought about buying them a few times. I haven't, mainly because I couldn't pick a shade. There's a bunch of really pretty ones, but every time I go and swatch them, I seem to just not be able to pick. But I would love to try the lip liner, maybe the lipstick. I'm kind of more interested in the lip liners. I've heard the formula is really good. I think it's more of a matte, a bit creamy like a soft matte lip liner. So I don't know. I kind of want one of those if I can pick a color. If you have them and you have a certain color that you like or you think I would like, let me know in the comments. Oh, the other thing I know I am gonna buy is I'm definitely gonna buy at least one more of the Makeup by Mario Moisture Glows because I'm obsessed with those things. I want them all, and I'm not kidding. I have one right here. This is Bare Glow, but I really want some of his newer shades. I guess a month or two ago, he released, I think, a new shade like every Monday or something, and now those shades are online at Sephora and maybe in store too. I love all of them. I want them all. I don't know how many I will end up buying. Hopefully I'll just get one, but I kind of have a feeling I'll get more than one because those are so, so good. If you like a glossy lip with a good bit of color, you need those. And there's one other lipstick that I'm kind of interested in, and it's the YSL, what is the name? Rouge Shine Lipsticks. I don't own anything from YSL. No, I don't own anything from them. And they have a lipstick in a particular shade. I know the number is 44. It's like a pinky brown color, but every time I'm in Sephora, I go over to that lipstick and swatch it. And I've almost bought it numerous times. I don't know. I may end up getting it during the sale if I don't get too many of the Makeup by Marios. I don't know, but that one particular color in shade 44, I'm very interested in. I have a few brushes that are on my list. First one is from Sephora Collection. I think it's the number 64 brush. It's kind of a light coverage foundation brush, but I think you could use it for other cream products as well. I see a bunch of my favorite makeup artists using that brush a lot, so I kind of want to get that. And the Sephora Collection will be 30% off for everybody during the sale. So I'm thinking about getting that brush. And the only other brush that I'm thinking about is the I think it's called the Big Bronzer brush, or maybe it's just called the Big Brush. I can't remember, but it's a really fat with a short handle brush, and I keep seeing people using that brush to apply the Sun Melt bronzer and just saying how it's the best brush ever for that and really any other cream bronzers. So I don't know. I'm kind of curious. I really don't need any brushes, to be honest. I have a ton of brushes and a ton of them I absolutely love. So I don't know. I might not end up getting any brushes, but those two are kind of on my list. And then I do have a few sets that I'm kind of thinking about. Sephora usually has tons of holiday sets, and I feel like this year they have even more than they've had in the past. They seem to be adding them constantly also, but there's a few of them that I'm really interested in. The main one that I'm really excited about is called the Sephora Favorite Sparkly Clean Makeup Set, and it's a bunch of clean at Sephora brands included in the set. I think you get a mascara that I've never tried. You get the New Milk primer that's in that black bottle. You get that. You get a Caudalie face product or skincare product. You get a full-size rose ink blush, which I have not tried anything from that brand. I'm very interested in that. And you get a few other things in there as well that I can't think of. I'll have the picture up on the screen. But I think that one, I think I wrote it, yeah, retails for $42, which I feel like is a pretty good deal for all those products. And I haven't tried anything in that set. So I'm definitely thinking I want to get that one. I'm also interested in the NARS, I think it's called Behave, yeah, the NARS Behave Backstage cheek set, and you get 3 blushes. I know. You get a liquid blush, a powder blush, and like a stick blush, and they're all in the shade Behave. It's like a really light, pretty pink. Totally up my alley. I think that may be a new shade for them, or maybe they always have the shade Behave. I don't know. But I saw that one in store the last time I was in a Sephora, and I loved the color. So I'm thinking about that one, but I don't know. That one's kind of up in the air. Not as excited about that as that Sephora set. And then the only other one that's kind of piqued my interest are those cute little Makeup by Mario lip sets. Have you guys seen those? Those are really new, but I think there's 3 different ones, and you get a mini lip liner, which I have several of his. I love those. And you get a mini lipstick, and they kind of pair together. I don't have his lipsticks, but I do have a few lip liners, and I love them. So I'm kind of interested in those. I don't know. We'll see if they have them in store. Because like I said, I definitely prefer to see things in person instead of ordering online, but kind of thinking about those. Okay, so those were all of the things on my wish list. I won't end up getting all those things, but those are the things that I'm kind of thinking about. Quickly, I'm gonna just talk through a few recommendations. Like I said in the beginning, I did just do that video where I said all my products that I would rebuy if I was starting a collection again. Those, I stand by all those things that you can buy from Sephora, so definitely go watch that video if you want a ton of recommendations from me. But just a few things that came to mind. I tried to use most of them on my face today so I could show you. For foundations, say it with me, NARS Light Reflecting. I would recommend this to anyone. I think anyone with any skin type would love this. It is beautiful. This is what I have on today. I wear the shade Dewy, and I think this is stunning. I also love the Patrick Ta one. This one is kind of controversial. I personally love it for just a quick, easy, everyday foundation, light to light medium coverage. This one will definitely give more coverage, and it's more of a foundation-y type product. So if I want to do like a full face of makeup like I have on today, I would go for this one. But these are definitely my picks for foundation. For a corrector, you just can't go wrong with Bobbi Brown. Original Bobbi Brown is the one I have on today. It's the one in this little compact. This is the most full coverage one. So if you have pretty deep darkness, this is the one I would recommend every time. It's the best. If you want something a little bit lighter, I would go with the stick formula, but they're both incredible. This one just is a little more lightweight, but does not give as much coverage as this one. But I definitely recommend both. I absolutely recommend the Milk Setting Spray. Like I said earlier, I will be buying the full size. I think this is amazing for priming and setting. Also love the Charlotte Tilbury one. That one is also amazing. Okay, for concealer, I have 3. I tried to narrow it down to only 1 or 2, but I had to go with 3. First one is the Huda Beauty concealer. I actually meant to mention this in that last video I was talking about where I talked about the makeup I'd buy again. This one has been like my go-to lately, you guys. I don't have this one on today, but I've worn it in quite a few videos. I wear the shade Coconut Flakes, and that is it right there. This is really great coverage. It does dry down to more of a matte finish, but it's a very soft, pretty matte. It's not a drying matte at all. I absolutely love this. Definitely recommend it. I also really love the Sephora Best Skin Ever. Kind of similar to the Huda Beauty one, and this one is much less expensive. It's normally $15, but it'll be 30% off during the sale. And this one is great as well. I love this as an all-over concealer, so under eyes and on my face. That is it there. That is shade 17.5 Neutral, and that is a really good match for me. So I love those two, and then I also love, and this is the one I have on today, the Dior Backstage Concealer. So good. This is more, not quite as much coverage, I would say, as these two. You're not going to get more than a medium coverage out of this, but it's beautiful. wears really well throughout the day. More of a natural finish concealer, but so, so good. For a powder, my favorite of all time is Kosas, the Cloud Set. I love this if you want to keep a little bit of glow to your skin, but you do kind of want to set things down and blur pores at the same time. You cannot do better than this one. I wear the shade Breezy and I love it. I use this constantly and I would recommend it to anybody. I also love this one. Now this one is really pricey. If you like to set under your eyes and right here, like on the sides of your nose, you have a lot of pores. I do love this powder. It's ridiculously expensive, so if you can buy it on the sale, I do love it. I wear the shade number 3. I have it under my eyes today and in my T-zone. It is beautiful and it really does do what it says. It really does blur your skin. It blurs the pores. It just smooths everything over. So I do think it is beautiful and worth it if you're interested. This is very good. In terms of a bronzer, I love the Charlotte Tilbury Cream Bronzer in the shade Fair. That's not the one I have on today though. I kind of forgot about this one, but I pulled it out today and I forgot how much I liked it. And it's the Patrick Ta Duo, the Cream Contour and Powder Bronzer. I have the shade She Sculpted. I just have the cream on today, but this is so good. I'm like a broken record, I know, with Patrick Ta, but I just think his formulas are fantastic. It's very easy to blend, very easy to work with, and you do get the powder bronzer in there as well. Okay, for blush, you know I'm gonna recommend, again, the Patrick Ta powder blushes. You can't go wrong with any of them. I love them all. I have almost all of them, and they are worth every single penny in my opinion. Today I have on the one from his new holiday palette. So I have on the pink one in here. I have on the cream and the powder, and I have this pink color on right here. I know a lot of people are not happy with this palette. I am absolutely loving it, but I love all of his products pretty much, so I'm not super surprised by it. These blushes in this palette in particular do have some sheen to them. So those are the pink ones right there. That's what I have on today, and I absolutely love the palette. If you are more of a fair, light skin tone, I think all of these shades would work well for you. I also have the highlight on today, the cream highlight. I have that just kind of tapped over the blush, and I love it, but I also love his singles. I love She's Blushing. I love She's That Girl. Oh, She's Different. I love that one. I love them all. You just can't go wrong. I would always recommend those. Another thing that I've been loving since I got it, if you like Charlotte Tilbury and you want to treat yourself to something beautiful, definitely very expensive, very luxurious, I personally love my Pillow Talk palette. This is the one, or the fair medium shade with 2 blushes and 2 highlighters. If you like a super intense blush, do not buy this. They are very muted, very sheer blushes. You can build them up, but they are more of that radiant kind of glowy cheek look, not super vibrant in your face look. If you want that, I would go with a Rare Beauty blush, or even Patrick Ta's powder blushes really give a lot of impact. So I would definitely recommend those over this if that's more your thing. But I personally have been loving the Charlotte Tilbury palette. All right, moving right along. For the eyes, I have 2 recommendations, 2 palettes that I love and I'm obsessed with, and I'm sorry, you've heard me talk about them 5,000 times, but either of the Patrick Ta eyeshadow palettes, I love. I love them both. I would choose the original Major Dimension palette if I had to pick, but today I have on the rose one, so the volume 2. These, you guys, I know I talk about it all the time, but it's because I genuinely love them and I just get giddy when I use these, and I'm not kidding. Something about them I just love. I love every shade. You get beautiful glittery topper shades. You get 2 creams you can use as a base or just like a one and done shadow. These mattes are beautiful. They're easy to blend. I just can't say enough good things. I would buy these palettes again and again and again. And then the other palette that I've been loving and talking about constantly is the Super Nudes from Charlotte Tilbury. This one is if you're just a very basic, neutral eyeshadow kind of person. You like something small and compact and you want everything you could ever need in one little palette. This is perfect. You get 6 shadows, you get 2 warmer browns, a black, a dark purple, a cream, and a gray. So you get some warm and some cool tones in here. And I reach for this little palette constantly. I love it. For a mascara, I only have one to recommend, and it's the Tower 28 one. Now, I don't think you need to buy high-end mascaras. I definitely have tons of drugstore ones that I mentioned in that other video that I've been talking about. But I did buy this recently, and I have to say, I do think this is worth it. I think this is a stunning mascara. This is what I have on today. I've been using it pretty regularly since I got it. There is no smudging, no flaking. It is a very good mascara. Very, very good. And it does have the curved wand on it. I do typically, or what I've been doing on myself is I like to use the part of the wand that's not curved. So this, I like to start and kind of coat my lashes with that, and then I'll flip it over and use the curved side to kind of brush through and push the lashes up, and that's how I personally like to use it. But this is very good. I love it. I would buy it again. I wish they would make it in brown. But if you want a new high-end mascara, I highly recommend this one. And then I have a few lip products. For lip liner, my all-time favorite, I said in that other video, is Pat McGrath Structure. This is just my favorite right now. This is what I have on today, and it is the perfect rosy, pinky nude. It's just dark enough so it really kind of makes my lips look bigger than they are, but it's not too dark. I just love this. I would buy this again and again. These stay on your lips really well, and the shade Structure is amazing. I also love Contour. That one is more of an ashy kind of brown tone. Structure is definitely my favorite. Like I was saying in the wish list, I'm obsessed with the Makeup by Mario Moisture Glows. I have a little bit of this one on over my lipstick today. This is Bare Glow. So it's just a really light pink, and I love these. If you like a glossy lip, if you don't, then definitely don't go for these. They're very, very thick feeling and very, very glossy. They do have a little bit of shimmer in them if you get one of his original shades. I think the newer ones, the newer colors, do not have the shimmer, I'm pretty sure. The original ones do, but I personally love them. I reach for them all the time. The lipstick I have on today is this one. This is also from Pat McGrath. This is the Lip Fetish Divinal Lip Shine in Nude Venus. So I have this on right here. So pretty. I have that with the Pat McGrath Structure lip liner, and then I did apply a little bit of the MoistureGlow over the top. I love a good hydrating lip product. I'm much more of a hydrating sheer kind of lip product person than I am like a opaque matte lipstick person, which you probably know if you watch my videos. So those are a few of my favorites for lips. I think that's it, you guys. That's just as quick as I can go through my recommendations, but definitely check out that other video if you want more recommendations and thoughts on each product from me. But that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you are wishing for from the Sephora sale, or if you're not shopping the sale, let me know that too. Either way, remember, sales come and go. There are sales all the time. So don't let anybody on the internet, including me, make you feel like you're missing out on something or that you need to buy something, because you don't. This is just fun. I love makeup. I love to talk about it. And the truth is, I love to try it and shop for it. So I always love to make the videos, but just remember, it doesn't matter. You don't have to buy anything. Don't feel pressured. But I will list my wish list and my recommendations below, along with everything else that I have on my face. Thank you so much for watching. Give the video a thumbs up and make sure you're following me over on Instagram at simply.blair and TikTok simply.blair1. And I will see you next time. Remember, simply be you. Bye.